People, deluded, I'm back again. Obviously, Arsenal have just lost by 2-1 against Brighton, and you know, congratulations to Brighton. It is what it is. You know, they can't be held accountable for the fact that we have poor game management skills. All these little things that these players would say and Arteta's brought to them, and they understand it, similar to what they said under Emery. Quickly gone out their game. They showed it for three games against United and Chelsea and whoever, and it's now gone. Another case, you know, if you can't protect, you know, scoring is one thing, but if you can't protect your leads, you won't go far in the Premier League. And that shows why, you know, there's been many times we could have won 1-0, but instead we've conceded a goal. We're chasing a draw and we're happy to draw, you know, them 1-1s, or you know, like against Palace at home this season, forgive me, where you're winning, you can see the late goal, or it might have even been Wolves. You're drawing. 13 draws is not good enough. 3 or 4 wins away from home is not good enough. And you know, you had these things. You see how game management and these things go into it. The fact that Leno sadly is now injured makes our task even harder. And it's the purpose of this vid. We're in serious trouble. He's faced the most shots, and a lot of fans praise that. Don't get twisted. Leno's a bad boy shot stopper, but you know, why is it that Arsenal, who should be top 4, top 5, top 6 teams, why, you know, considering you've got Norwich, Villa and teams like this, why is Leno facing more shots? That goes down to the structure. We have no defensive structure. You know, we've got a billion things wrong with this team. But for me, a lot of it comes down to game management and just downright desire. Like, how much are these lot obsessed with their profession? I have to get with it now, because are you really, again, you don't know me, I'm not one of these people that harp on about footballers, they got easy life and all this jazz, but I always use Liverpool as an example. Do you think Klopp has to they've won the league now, but do you think Klopp had to keep telling them in whatever month or whatever week the ramifications of winning, losing, drawing, or not seeing out leads? They knew, we're not winning league titles, we're not doing this. Do Arsenal players feel the same way? Like, are they truly looking at this? And I don't think we can get top 4. I definitely don't think it now. Didn't think it then. But let's just say this, you know, you're this group of Arsenal players. You still think you can get top 4. You've seen Spurs and United, you know, all fighting for the same spot with you, if that's what you believe. Chelsea's irrelevant in this example, but you've got the perfect result and they've drawn. You winning isn't going to take you above them, but I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it takes you close to being on parity with them. I think a point behind Spurs if we won, if Stoke win games. Do you see it? So with that in mind, play like that. Play like that. When you go 1-0 up, protect it. These, again, more cheap goals. 2 cheap goals, 5 this week now. I take nothing away from Brighton and things, or City. But these are we're engineering our own mistakes. We're not learning from this. So I have to say, where's your pride? Are you really obsessed with it? Like, mentally we're feeble. You know, I'm seeing, don't get it twisted, we like to see our players have a bit of heart, and I feel Guendouzi was one of our better performers if we had to find some. Not that it's anything to be good at. But why am I seeing man ready to fight Mupé and these things when the game's done? I'm not saying you must fight, man, but show this desire to get back in the game and score a next goal, or make sure you see out the lead. Arteta can shout until he's blue in the face, give you all the tactics, and tell you all the things. You need to learn from your own mistakes. You need to work it out. Like any Arsenal player, preview, limited resources, people, in comparison to a player. Mupé, you know Brighton. You have to be good at set pieces, where we was actually decent but let ourselves down from a short one. You get it. You know you have to be good at that. You know they've got some good technical players, and you know Mupé, he scored in the last 10 minutes at the Emirates when they beat us. So the same logic, you know. This is it. If you want to get rid of it, listen, there's not many players that deserve to be here. You know, there's not many. All of you lot are not good enough, really and truly, to do anything serious apart from a couple, really and truly. A couple are. But if you are going to be here, yeah, does it not hurt your pride that people think you're an easy touch? I guarantee you Brighton were licking their lips at the fact that seeing City beat you 3-0 and knowing they're playing you, they probably thought this is the best way to get back going. Because that's how people look at this club, and that's the God honest truth. Look at Mupé. He's embarrassing you, man. He's scoring the goal. Sadly, he injured your keeper. I don't think he did it on purpose, but you know, he's injured our keeper. He scored a goal. He's rattled you lot. You lot are trying to fight him after the game. He's going on BT, giving you lot a verbal. You know, that's gonna look great on Match of the Day. It's gonna look good on social media. It's gonna look good with his friends. That's his career highlight, if we're honest. But you lot deserve that. Can't you put yourselves in these positions and you don't want to learn? Like, a lot of you man in this squad are pretenders, serious pretenders, people, serious pretenders, and. There's no point being at it 1 week. You need to be at it all the time, and I don't think none of you are. And you know, I'm scared. Listen, how scared can I be in the fact that top 4 is gone when 9th or so in the table? We might even be lower than that now. You know, Aubameyang's probably leaving. The squad is probably one of the worst collective squads I've seen in how they play and expectations since I've probably been alive. People, but they'll, you know, but you're still kind of dreading it to get worse. Even though, how can it get worse than this? Do you get it? And moving forward, you know, Arteta's been drawn a shorthand. You know, he lost one game. He lost Xhaka, which is a key player for him. He plays every game. Marie's a good option, especially with injuries in defence, and was someone probably would have had more to say in these last few games. Now you've lost Leno, who's one of your better performances. You lost 3-0, and your goalkeeper came out with pride. That shows how poor you are. And again, it goes back to it like. What do you lot, have you lot forgotten what happened on Wednesday? Listen, how can you be confident about this club? How can you be confident next season? And I said this against City, and I'm going to say it again. Now, these advisors or these agents and all these people that the club might be talking to bring in players, make sure they're of a certain standard. Make sure you get it right, because this is embarrassing now. You know, we can talk about what we win through harmony. We're a world-class establishment. We do things the Arsenal way. We're a hallmark in England. We can talk about all these things. But when you look past that, past the historical ties, past the heritage, sadly, when you say Arsenal, and this might cost me future opportunities, but when you say Arsenal, what words come to mind? Joke men, crap, underperformers, underwhelming, sad, letdowns. These are things that should chip at your pride, and I don't think these players have pride now. How can I think you have pride if you keep putting in these performances? Again, and that's obviously, I do think they have pride, but it's poor. It's sad, people, and like, it's at the point now where fans shouldn't get emotional over this car. It's a joke thing now. It's like the players don't care. If they cared, they wouldn't do the certain thing. They would learn from these mistakes. And I personally believe in life, mistakes made more than once are choices. That doesn't mean they're actively going out to embarrass themselves, but you're actively choosing not to learn from certain things. Insanity, the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again. And we are literally doing the same things over and over again and thinking there's going to be an uptick in performance or fortunes. It's not going to be like that, people. That's not how life works. We lost. We deserve all the banter that we get. We deserve all the critics that we get. You know, the players deserve to lose. You didn't respect yourselves. You didn't respect yourselves. You know, you didn't protect the lead. You didn't fight. You don't know how to fight. You know, you just don't know how to fight. Like, you don't know how to do anything. Like, I wouldn't mind if they knew how to fight, but they were wonderfully gifted technically. One thing we used to talk about with Arsenal, but none of these players are really great technically. None of them score mad. Obviously, there's a few. None of them score mad goals. None of them are. A lot of you are just square pegs in round holes, and they just should be privileged to be in this. I don't know if it's privilege or, you know, it's not privilege, because we've shown the stupidity levels to assemble a squad that is this underwhelming. It doesn't happen overnight. It's here via bad choices. It is what it is in that regards, man. We deserve to lose. You know, credit to Brighton. We didn't respect ourselves, and you know, you can't be confident with Arsenal, not just with what's left of this season, but toward, you know, moving on. Like, you know, at best you can only hope for an FA Cup run. And to be fair, if you play like how you played today or played like how you played midweek, and I don't know what's going to happen against Southampton, but you think Sheffield United, fans with no fans, you think Sheffield United are not going to try and hit you for 3-4? The form they're in. You know, they played their cards right in the league. They might even have something to, them along with Wolves, they could have something to say for sniffing Champions League spots. Baby food, lunch meat, and that's what we are. You know, Southampton, considering how they played yesterday, I have to say it again, they should be thinking we're better than Brighton. We can smack these lot up. It's Arsenal. That's what they should be saying. And hearing that, it's Arsenal should burn. It is what it is, people. We lost, we take our L's, we move forward, man. There's no point being stressed about this performance, guys. The players, that performance there doesn't tell me they care, so why should I? On that topic, though, I'm out, man. People, DG.